Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, March the 25th. I hope you guys are doing well, all right? We are halfway through the week. Some of you guys may call it hump day. I call it Wicked Wednesday, all right? But yeah, we are getting closer and closer to the end of the month, okay guys? I don't know if you guys are excited or nervous or, maybe you guys are going through a lot of emotions, right? Whether this is happy, sad, whatever it is, right? Some of you may have a lot of mixed emotions about basically your journey, your future, right? And nothing is wrong with that. We all question our journey. We all question our path, where we're going, what we're doing, how it will end, okay? And those are certain things where we worry about maybe, but at the same time, some of you are able to maybe let that go as well, because say you don't have control over the situation, I mean, you guys can control yourself, right? So for example, if you know that an environment is toxic or, there's just certain things that you see that maybe you personally don't like because of your own morals and integrity and things of that matter, where maybe some of you guys are removing yourself from those energies, and there could be a lot of people that may feel some type of way. Instead of understanding why you're pulling away, it's more of ego, right, for other people around you. But anyways, let's jump into it. Let's see what you might need to know for today. And basically what you guys could be thinking, feeling, okay? This may not just be you alone. This could be the energies all around, or this could be people around you, whether this was something that happened over the last few days, or if this is just like a forecast to what could be happening either today or the next few days, right? Just an FYI, these videos are entertainment purposes. I'm not a doctor. I just have to put that out there. I'm not a doctor, but if you do end up learning something from the messages or receive some type of wisdom and clarity, then that is understandable, right? So let's see what you guys might need to know for today, all right? So Spirit, Divine, Universe, what does the collective need to know at this time? Source, what can you give the collective at this time for March 25th? Always protect and guide them, and always give them the strength, the wealth, okay, the clarity, the understanding, whatever it is that they're looking or needing for at this moment, always give that to them. And always help them whenever they need the help. Always give them guidance whenever they need it. All right, so let's see what you guys might need to know for today. So what does the collective need to know for today? Spirit. Spirit, Source, Divine, Universe, what can you tell the collective for March 25th? What clarity can you give the collective at this time for March 25th, Spirit? Ooh, thank you. Okay, so the first card here is the Moon, all right? Trusting your intuition and inner guidance when it comes to the unseen. Now, for some of you, this is your, intuition. This could be seeing through certain illusions, okay? Even when it comes to, like I said, mixed emotions, uncertainty, things like that, that could be very significant, all right? But there is something about you releasing fear for some of you guys. This is about, maybe some of you guys, when it comes to self, not self-acceptance, but I want to say self-acceptance mixed with, consciousness as well. It's like you're conscious, you're aware, but there's also this feeling of, if you don't remember your dreams, because not everybody remembers their dreams, and that's okay, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But there is this feeling of, even if you don't remember your dreams, you still have this gut wrench feeling about certain situations, right? This could be people, places, and things. Okay, but trusting your intuition is very significant at this time. Okay, 1 and 8 equals 9. Ninth house talks about when it comes to travel, That could be significant. When it comes to higher education, so like I said, dreams, divination, okay, things like that, right? Your wisdom, whatever this energy is when it comes to you, this could be about learning, especially different cultures, but there is something about long distance when it comes to your journey, and there's something about travel that could be very significant. Now, there is something going on, right, about a situation with that, and I do give my condolences to anybody who lost anybody in that situation, because that's messed up. I know there's a lot of situations that are freak accidents, but you guys kind of understand what I'm saying, okay? When you guys read between the lines, there's something about something when it comes to intuition, the unseen, okay? Even when it comes to astral projection, you guys could have astral projected to many different places, okay, without even remembering. But then there's this feeling of, maybe some of you guys, this is why it's also good to write down how you feel when you wake up, right? Sometimes we talk about you writing your dreams, okay? Like if you remember your dreams, writing it down, 555 on the timer. But we never also talk about your feelings. Like if you wake up and you feel very weird, or you feel very happy, or you feel very sad, you could have had a dream, but maybe you just don't remember. Or something could have happened while you were astral projecting, okay, and you may not remember. So even just writing down how you feel, and also seeing how the day plays out, being observant, that's also significant. It may not be everybody who feels like this, but that could be confirmation for some of you who, when it comes to unseen forces and when it comes to moon energy, there's something about you where you may be very mysterious, okay? Or you can see through certain things when it comes to like imagination and illusions, right? So take what resonates with that, okay? So Pisces energy could be very significant. There's something about even the number 9 when it comes to like completion, okay? This could be completion, service, okay? You know, you being a humanitarian, a light worker, a healer, an empath, whatever this energy is, there's something about universal love and you being someone who can heal others, because you're able to basically see certain things other people cannot see, right? Yeah, so we have 6 of Pentacles. Okay, this is about charity, giving. Okay, giving and receiving could be very significant. We have material help, all right? But there is something about being grateful for the abundances that are around you, right? Now, this could be about financial assistance. Some of you guys could be receiving a loan, whether this is financially. So there's something about being accepted or receiving confirmation that something has been accepted or confirmed. Okay, for some of you, this is about a promotion or you receiving some type of fair exchange. When it comes to the scales in this photo here, there's something about balance. So it's almost giving like Taurus and also Libra energy. Okay, justice, balance, okay, receiving something when it comes to law and order. Okay, moon energy as well. Like I said, there's something about the moon that's very significant. So you may have your moon in Taurus. If not, this is about you being grounded at this time. Even though you see what you see, you are grounding yourself at this moment, okay? Even when it comes to your intuition, you're grounding yourself. You're trying to figure out something. So you may be seeking answers about certain situations that maybe a lot of people never brought attention to. Maybe you are seeing certain things with your own eyes, right? So third eye energy is very significant, right? Moon energy as well. So when it comes to unseen, you know, forces or seen forces, you are showing up as someone who's very grateful, okay, when it comes to the moon, right? It's almost like even when it comes to, you know, you also stepping into your complexity, that is also significant as well. It's like, you know, whatever path that you're on, that you're taking, you know, if you show gratitude or you show up when it comes to community, you know that you will be supported, or you are the one that's supporting somebody or a group of people. But whatever this is significant when it comes to the energy. Maybe you are somebody who's very giving as well. Okay, this could be family. Okay, but even so, with 6th house, This is talking about health and wellness, right? This is about your body, fitness, right? So your daily routines could be very significant. There's something about, even when it comes to like coworkers, that could be very significant. Your work habits, you being organized as well, and how you service to other people. So that could be the significance of, seen and unseen forces. It's like you may know a lot that is hidden, right? And you could be the one that's showing up with, a lot of health and wellness, or you are focused on your daily routines, or there's something about being grounded or grounding yourself with your daily routines. Okay, so whatever this is that you guys are doing right now, this is about you guys grounding and being organized or preparing to organize yourself right now, right? Even when it comes to like competition or challenges or anything like that, regardless if there is conflict or competition, you are rising above that, right? So even if you know that there's other people competing in the same field as you ignore certain things because you know that you've done your inner work, you've done your homework. It's the same thing with content creating and social media, right? Everybody could be posting similar things, but you could be doing something that's very unique and different and just out of the normal, okay, compared to maybe what other people may do. Same with retail, same with customer service in general. There's something about your energy where there could be situations where there is tension, okay, and there is other situations where people could have like their ego, okay, even when it comes to like checking your ego out the door, that that is significant, okay. Not everybody resonates with that kind of energy, but that is very significant when it comes to, you know, basically fifth house, when this is about creating new things, right? So even when it comes to creativity, your hobbies or interests, you could be also doing something that you love to do. It brings you joy, okay? It brings self-expression. But for some of you, it's like other people may be looking at it as conflict, or, maybe some people may feel conflicted about your energy, especially when it comes to your boundaries. Okay, you having healthy energy when it comes to competition. You are showing up as somebody that, whether you are going through conflict or obstacles, right? It's still a no. Like, you're not going through financial struggles. Okay, for some of you, there's something to do with, there's a resolution, okay, when it comes to conflict, or there is something about, agreements, truces, harmony, peace, etc. It's like, for some of you guys could be trying to avoid conflict when it comes to, certain energies when it comes to Saturn, right? Saturn talks about discipline and responsibility. Okay, so for some of you guys, when it comes to Leo energy, you being a leader, or like having Leo energy, there's something about you leading or leading differently, but there's something also about you being very disciplined as well, regardless of what's happening in the background. So this could be like background noise, okay, background energy. But there's something about this energy where some of you guys may realize that, certain things are just not your energy, right? Like, you would rather avoid tension and conflict than entertain that. So there could be other people in your energy, whether this is like what you could be feeling around you or people who are around you. There's something about this energy where you could be trying to build something, or you could be trying to self-express certain situations or certain dynamics and things like that. Or there's also something to do with kids that could be very significant, or like, fertility and giving birth and things like that. If this is not like giving birth to a new idea, this could be like literally, right? But at the same time, for some of you guys, there could be conflict, right? There could be drama. There could be things that, you're dealing with or facing or seeing, okay, that are outside of you. And it's almost like you guys see this, or this, and you guys are not letting things stand in the way of your goals. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there may be turmoil going around the world, but if you are dedicated to your goals and your dreams, you're not going to let anything stop you from doing that. Even when it comes to family, friends, people who maybe don't support your goals or your dreams, or don't support your decisions, right? And it's almost like people who don't support your decisions are the same ones who maybe try to control you. You can't control somebody who is certain of themselves, right? So King of Pentacles is very significant. And then we also have the Ace of Cups, right? So for some of you guys, this is about abundance, right? This is about the number 14. Even 5 talks about change. 14 talks about, you know, foundation shifts, going through some type of transformation through your foundations, or having more freedom when it comes to you structuring truthful foundations and also growth. Okay, this is about conscious change, not just for you, but other people around you as well. So this could be you redefining what stability might mean for you. This could be you grounding, like I said, okay, because Moon and Taurus came out, and then we also have Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. And we are also not far away. As crazy as it is, we just started Aries season, but the month is going to be done just now, and by the time you look at it, it's almost Taurus season, which is crazy, right? So there's something about this where you could be a business person, you could be very reliable, or there's something about, you know, your energy being safe. Now, I know a lot of people don't like that, okay? They don't like to feel safe around certain people because they feel like they're going to get used, or, you know, whatever the case is. And that's fair. Not judging. That is fair. But at the same time, you also have to open up your heart. If this is you grounding and, you know, heart chakra energy, you have to open your heart. Even though this is root chakra, it's like, you know, you have what it takes when it comes to you being secure within yourself, okay? When it comes to success, the flaws and the flows, okay? It's like ebb and flow energy. It's like you have your flaws, you know this, you may not care, not in a bad way or a toxic way, but you're aware of your flaws, and you don't need anybody to tell you what your flaws are when you're working on those things, when other people out there don't even care to work on their attitude, okay, or their approach to certain things. You know, a lot of times people may show up in a different face, but it's still the same energy, you know? So having discernment is very significant when it comes to you, right? But some of you guys are building stability, okay? This is leadership, this is growth, okay? Long-term investments, abundance, investing within yourself as well could be very significant, okay? But this is about Ace of Cups as well. Okay, when it comes to you having an emotional awakening and also spirituality, that is very significant. You guys are opening up your heart, like I was saying before. Okay, I said that heart chakra energy and root chakra could be very significant. So you guys are learning to open up your heart. There's something about what you feel. Okay, this could be with your creativity. Maybe you guys, with whatever you're creating, maybe your heart is expanding even more. Okay, and that's something different for you, because maybe in certain spaces you were not allowed, or maybe you were forced to not show up as someone that's emotionally intelligent, and instead being somebody that's more forceful, you know, like, I'm here and, you know, let's do this. Some of you guys are not like that. You don't want to work in a fast-paced environment. Some of you, it's draining, okay? Like, it's not to say that you cannot work, but when it comes to working like 2, 3, 4 jobs, it's crazy. And some of you guys, I get it. It's like you have to, okay? It's not to say that you don't have a choice. Everybody does have a choice, but circumstances, like, we all have to be understanding that there's certain circumstances that we all go through. And I also hate when people are very judgmental of other people's situations. It's like somebody could be going through something, and their way of handling it may not be your way of handling it, but they're handling it, right? But at the same time, it's like you may have certain people that say you're somebody who maybe you like to talk a lot about what you went through or what you feel. And you may have people around you wondering, like, why are you talking to me about this? Stay away from people like that, you guys, okay? You want close connections, you want intimacy, you want people who think and feel, you know, similar like you. You don't want someone to be exactly the same as you, but it's nice to have somebody when it comes to, you know, your emotional awakening and seeing other people who are following their intuition or filling up their own cups when it comes to their creativity and executing that, right? So there's something about being able to come together with people, whether this is in your own local community or this is worldwide, okay? But there's something about creativity, spirituality, your intuition, following that, right? Whatever your intuition is telling you to follow. And I don't mean like negative intuition either. I mean like positive things. So if your intuition is like, no, don't go anywhere today, you're not going anywhere today. Okay? If your intuition says, let's go right now, you're going to go right now. There's something about divine timing, right? And following that. At the bottom, we have Knight of Pentacles. Okay, this is about you being very hardworking. Like I said, loyalty could be very significant for some of you guys when it comes to what you're dedicated to, what you love doing. But there's this energy of slow and steady, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Hard work, being committed, being patient, right? This is about responsibility, and also when it comes to dependability, it's something about you are being the person that's showing up as diligent, reliable, and also willing to put in the work, okay, that's required when it comes to you achieving your goals, whatever those goals are, okay? So for some of you guys with 12th house, this is about basically your subconscious thoughts. Okay, this is you healing. This is spirituality. Okay, even when it comes to karma, that could be very significant as well. Past life energy could be very significant. Your dreams, like I said, could be very significant. But there's something about you being focused and determined on you achieving something that means a lot for you, whether that's love, whether that's a career, whether that's your finances, okay, building something together. Joint finances could be significant too, okay, because again, if you divide these numbers, twice, because it's two people when you think about it, because angel number 1 and 2, okay, there's something about you going through your own independence individually, right? But at the same time, there could be partnerships where you're coming together. So it's almost like, even as like where you work, for example, it's like you could be somebody that can work alone, but it almost feels like you need to work in partnership with other people. And that's just an analogy, right? So the same thing with spirit. It's like you're on your own doing a lot of things, but when it comes to partnerships, connection, and harmony, you are grounding yourself and attracting people that speak the same language as you when it comes to like unseen, right? So like I said, when it comes to you guys and your creativity, spirituality, and things like that, you are attracting people who are similar to you in this sense, okay? Again, you guys could be rewarded for what it is that you are doing, okay? And like I said, Saturn energy talks about, discipline, right? Responsibility, things of that matter, okay? Transformations is very significant as well, right? So there is something about endings and changings, endings and new beginnings, transformation. This is rebirth through change. Being an alchemist is very significant. Claiming your power is also significant. All right, guys. But I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys as always. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Follow me on my website at www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can check out my blog. I posted something for Aries season, and I also posted a new series for Aries season as well, which is a volume 1. Okay, when it comes to connecting with your body through astrology, you guys can check that out. And again, if you want to book a reading or just check out my website, you guys can do that. And follow me on both my platforms, YouTube and TikTok. I only post on both of those. I don't have any other platform when it comes to posting videos and things like that. And also my coffee account, KO-FI, Mysteriously Unique, one word. All right, guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. All right. Bye.